How would your life change if every bird simultaneously said sufficient data obtained and flew directly upwards into space? As an ornithologist, I wouldn't know WTF to do with my career now. You're now one of the most important military leaders on the planet, having observed the enemy closely. Yet completely failed to learn about their inner motivations, why they exist, etc. For all we know at that point, birds may have systematically provided ornithologists with fake data and behavior to cover their operations successfully. So, we shouldn't trust those ornithologists at all. Maybe the birds even manipulated them over the years. But they're the only hope we have. Roll opening credits. Happy Bird Day. It's faster to train a driller to be an ornithologist, to be honest. Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to fall asleep. Because I miss you, bird. And I don't want to miss a thing. I know what you're saying. User btip might just work. Reddit link. Nice try, Robin. I fell for this with climate change, vaccines, and COVID-19, but I've learned my lesson. When the birds all leave, I'm trusting the experts, not the internet strangers. What would the new career prospects be for someone well-versed in bird law? As an ornithologist, when you meet someone who specializes in the enantiornithes, or opposite birds, do you mutually explode or bang or what? Since opposites attract, and in accordance with Rule 34, I'm guessing they bang. Ooh, she bang. She bang. Become an orthodontist so you don't have much effing around to do with your title. It's the only logical solution. This guy career counsels. Are you kidding? The entire world is suddenly going to have an obsession with understanding birds. As a veterinarian who treats very real birds, I have the same comment. Very real birds. You sure you're not just building robots? You'd become a herpetologist, except all of the other herpetologists would laugh at you for thinking that something like a bird could be phylogenetically classified as a reptile. I'd save money on bird food but be lonely. Same here. I feed the pigeons in my town most days with bird feed, and they are one of my only upsides to life. Aw, I love how much you care to feed them healthy food. I'm sure they'd at least come back to say goodbye. So long, and thanks for all the bird seed. Human has supplied sustenance to our people. The human is worthy. Get suddenly launched towards the heavens, ascending to the alien pigeon's mothership. Immediately suffocates. All part of the introduction to power. You wouldn't understand. Seeing as how my car is literally covered in bird crap because I parked in the wrong spot, my life would be significantly better. People who live in lovebug territory know your pain. Only. Lovebugs are much, much less cute than their name suggests. Turns out birds are the second smartest animals on the planet. I sometimes feed the sparrows too. It gives me a sense of enormous well-being. And then I'm happy for the rest of the day, safe in the knowledge there will always be a bit of my heart devoted to it. Park life. Can relate. Feeding bird right now. Web link. That's a nice looking bird. That's Gonzo. We get lots of these, but Gonzo is our favorite. I like you for liking her. I would like to feed the pigeons one day, but I think it's illegal in the UK, or at least frowned upon by most people. I live in the UK. My neighborhood has pigeons and a few people feed them bread. There's crap everywhere. I do more than frown upon those feeders. Have you considered a cat? Second this. I adopted a cat for my friend, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. My cat's sitting on my lap now. Too bad I was planning to get up, guess I'll have to stay put. I hope you feed them responsibly. I work downtown and my office is next to a bulk food store that sells bird feed. People often buy bird seed and dump it in front of my office doors, with a lot of it spilling onto the busy city street. When we were working in the office, it was a daily thing to carefully walk through dozens of pigeons and see cars almost hit them when eating bird feed from the road. It's incredibly frustrating. There are better, less dangerous and disruptive places to feed birds. Also, Those pigeons are prone to flying directly at people's faces when they feel they're in danger or just want to get away. Same. Their data would be from all the food I've set out. Full bellies and a few near misses from the cat. We live the same life. Yeah, just a few days ago my fiancé's Christmas present was ready to come home. It's a baby cockatiel and we love her, probably her. We won't know for sure for a bit. We would be very sad if she got out to fly away. Cockatiels are extremely clever. Which means they make terrible pets unless you have the time and energy to keep them engaged and entertained. But if you do? Excellent companions. Keep them away from keyboards and valuables though, the beak is not for show. I have an eclectus parrot myself and I can vouch that this is pretty much universal across most parrots. My goodness, this bird really knows how to thoroughly think through any and all attempts at bypassing the rules. He doesn't hold a candle to my female who passed away 8 years ago though. We had to put additional baby locks on her cage because she was a master of escape who would then let him out as well. I can't tell you how many times I would come home to find my eclectuses chasing the cats or physically inside bags of food. They're also cocky little things. I had one steal meat right off my plate so he could have a date with his girl. I know what you mean. One of Purr's tried to steal an entire potato. And another made a point of popping sunny side up eggs and leaving gooey footprints. Smart-ass parrots. Well, there will be a lot more insects out in the world. It would also be strange to see my parakeet speak out loud then slam repeatedly into the top of his cage. Sound of cage going through roof leaving a cartoon-like cage-shaped hole in your ceiling. Sufficient data obtained, quack, sufficient data obtained. Parakeets quack? With so much data, how can they not? I thought quacks typically came from a lack of data. Lamau. Well, there will be a lot more insects out in the world. See the in China, subsection sparrows, and the ensuing famine. Web link. Or he just phased through all matter. Don't forget about bats. I would be standing absolutely fuming in my local KFC. So I take it I'm not going to get my $20 fill up? Really makes you wonder what something like this would do to the price of chicken. Would it suddenly become ridiculously expensive? Infinitely more expensive since there's none left. Chickens can't fly. They're still birds. And they can fly, just not very far. Picture it, a crisp Sunday evening, suddenly, sufficient data obtained in a monotone, robot sound voice comes from a nearby chicken. Say, was that chicken there the entire time? Whatever, anyway, it proceeds to flap its wing and take off. Only to fall seconds later. A small, thunk sound is made. Now you are confused, well, more confused I guess, I don't know I'm not you. Continuing on, the chicken then spends a few days training, he's tried his best, and he can do it. You however, have been having a mental breakdown, but you went to therapy, everything's fine. You decide to go on a walk by that trail you've always wanted to walk. You turn a corner and there it is, the same chicken. Sufficient data obtained. Same voice, same bird. You back up against a tree as you watch the bird flap its wings, you feel the wind stinging your cheek. It seemingly floats off the ground, and zooms down the trail like an off-road bike. It takes years of therapy to overcome what you saw that day, and while no one believes you, you know what you saw. You become vegan, get a degree in computer science and live a happy life. But you are forever haunted by that fateful week, the week of the chicken. Edit, well geez, thanks for the silver user the Great Walrus 02 and thanks for the helpful user Toasted Vortex, Reddit link. Has this become our /writing prompts now? Laughing out loud I love it. Reddit link. Goddamn Oglethorpe is getting good at making those robots. They also can't say sufficient data obtained. They can when they get enough data. But regular birds have got no issue getting into space? None of this is based in science, my man. Nobody said it would use its wings. Lowell just had a vision of all the flightless birds watching the rest fly away. Hey. You buttholes can't just leave us here. I imagined an 8-piece starts floating towards the ceiling. To be honest, I didn't imagine the birds flapping their wings to go upwards. I don't know why, but when reading it I imagined them looking up and just zooming upwards. You thought that because you're right. They're drones, so naturally. Well, unnaturally. I must go now, my planet needs me. Yeah, now I'm public enemy no 1, 2, 3 for Keck. Kentucky Emu Chicken. Wouldn't it be KFE? Quit arguing with your food and eat it. You're going to be even more shocked when you still get a full bucket. It was gator meat all along. Kentucky Fried Lizard. Uh-oh. Yes, but then get in line and order every remaining piece of fried chicken they have. Invest in storage freezers and proper storing conditions. Somehow all the chickens flew out of reach. Now in a few months there will be none left and you can sell a fried chicken dinner to us desperate saps for obscene returns. You cutting the Colonel's gravy with Boston Market to try and save yourself some effing money? I don't think the deep-fried pieces of chicken will be able to fly away anytime soon, so I think you're good. Great, no more bird crap all over my car. Seriously, my next-door neighbor feeds stray cats, and apparently the birds are attracted to the massive bowls of food, because that corner of her house is absolutely covered in bird crap. This corner is right next to my driveway. Now you're just getting bird crap from orbit. Unleash the hammer of crap. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.